Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Happy Friday! Woo! End of the week. So let's get right to it. I missed the first segment because of news, but I have the rest of it. So in Greece, Dante, Lulu, Kevin, and Laura are all in Greece, and they're like headed to CASSADINE Island. Laura got a letter from Lloyd and Lucy Johnson. Kevin picked it up before he headed there. I guess he surprised them there from what I was able to get. The Ice Princess picture is inside of it, and Laura thinks there's more to this and more to their trip to Greece than originally expected. So the search for the Ice Princess led her to Mikos Cassadine and the vendetta that Helena held against the family forever. She thinks the photo is a dare to go to CASSADINE Island and to go back to where Nicholas was born. So he thinks it's suspicious that she was already headed there, and Laura doesn't understand how Helena would know that she would go there. So Kevin asks if Nicholas could be conspiring with Helena, and then questions whether she wants to go, and a trap could be there for her. Could Theo be involved in that? Could that be his connection? Dun dun dun. On CASSADINE Island, Nicholas wants them to leave him be and exonerate themselves without him. And Ava reveals everything, including about the diamonds. So Jason tells Theo that he could leave if his boat's ready. Like, he's fine. He doesn't have to stick around. He fancily puts his hat on, and I was very impressed. I was like, see, this is why I watch you in a lot of shows, Mr. Theo guy. So Nicholas isn't going to go back easily. He's going to make it violent, and he's going to make it a fight, which hasn't worked out for him in the past, so I don't really understand his reasoning there. So Theo comes back and is like, I wanted to let you know a boat landed. He's so nice. Definitely nothing sinister about him. Jason offers to fund Nicholas's defense and to back him. Like, he doesn't want Nicholas to go to jail. Like, he wants Nicholas to just, like, kind of return back to normal, you know? So Ava thinks it's a good idea, and he's just someone who made a series of bad mistakes, and he's not a bad person. Ava knows a lot of criminals. He's not one of them. And then, as Nicholas keeps protesting it, no, Laura, Lulu, Dante, and Kevin walk through the door. And I was like, the jig is up, and Lulu comes over, hugs Nicholas, gets mad at him for a second, and then hugs him again. Laura, furious, to say the least, she gives him a piece of her mind, and he's like, oh, you hate me, and of course she goes and hugs him. And he's like, I understand if you never speak to me again. And I was like, come on. You know she's going to speak to you again. Like, what? Don't. Drama queen. Jason and Dante, like, there's a look between them. And a look that kind of, obviously I know different actor, but reminds me of, like, when Dante and Jason, like, worked together to find Franco. And I was like, I want to see that dynamic back now that we have a new Jason, because I think it'd be awesome. So they go outside. Dante tells Jason the charges against him are going to be dropped, and he'll take it from here. Like, thanks for finding Nicholas. I got this now. You know, to get all the credit. Just kidding. Love you, Dante. At Perks Coffee, which seems like a new place that we will be visiting often, Dylan and Darby are on a date. Plot device Darby, as I'm going to call her, because that's really all she is. We know nothing about her aspirations, her goals, her family. We do know when there needs to be a little love triangle-ish, she's there. So she's bad talking Kiki and Morgan too, but more Kiki. So Kiki and Morgan are also on a date at Perks Coffee because he's going to work there. And she's annoyed too, and Morgan has to leave for a meeting real fast. I'm like, where are these people that, like, forget about meetings till the last second? Like, me, I'm, like, 3 days before, and I'm stressing. Like, how do y'all not know about meetings? So Dylan is getting Darby another drink, and Kiki is annoyed that he's dating Darby. And makes it known to him. So Dylan defends her, and Kiki tells him that plot device Darby encouraged Morgan's destruction, and she says that he can do better. And he's like, well, why do you care? Like, you wanted the space for me, like, why do you care? And that really annoys her, and she leaves. So Dylan and plot device Darby leave. Kiki watches them leave, and then Morgan sees that, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is such a hot mess. Like, it's such a hot mess. Morgan feels that Aaron really, truly likes him, and I was like, and that doesn't hold his mental illness or anything against him, and not just because he's the owner's son, like, just, you know, because, and I'm like, he was visiting someone at the Freeman Clinic, so, like, he knows someone who has some, like, he's empathetic to these things. Kiki's demeanor has totally changed, and she says she told Dylan what she thinks of plot device Darby. At Darby's, or outside her apartment, she's changed her mind. She said how into Kiki that Dylan was, and she's done. She doesn't want any part of this. Bye. At the Metro Court, Nathan really wants... What was I going for? I don't know. Oh, the name of the guy he shot. I was like, what's his name? What am I talking about? I need to use less pronouns. And Claudette won't give it to him. Ugh. It's 11 o'clock. She won't give it to him because he had reasons that he didn't press charges. And then she goes to get up, and Nathan's like, no, nostalgia. He does a really good job keeping her there. He says he's had time to calm down, and he agrees with her closure idea. So he thinks that Claudette hearing about their wedding plans is going to be difficult for her, and she laughs and says it won't. And I was like, well, that's not sinister at all. In Claudette's room, Maxie and Curtis are done there. He's going to leave now to do another job for Nina. Maxie kind of slams the wedding picture down, and then Maxie talks to the picture and says that Nathan doesn't love you. Back at the Metro Court, Maxie appears, and Nathan kisses her, like, a lot, and Claudette's like, well, that's awful dramatic for people who just saw each other at breakfast. And I was like, Claudette, you're just mad because no one loves you. Maxie acts all shocked that they're out to lunch, and, you know, they're very good actors, and she's like, what's going on here? And then Claudette, like, tries to make this big thing, like, oh, you know, Nathan wanted to have me have for lunch, and I'm like, oh, darling. So Claudette makes her leave, and Maxie says that Claudette's worse than even he knew. So Maxie tells Nathan about Curtis, and he doesn't want to risk Curtis finding out about the shooting, but, like, Curtis is someone who, like, hasn't had, like, this, I don't know. He's not like Dante, who's had this, like, very straight and narrow life and path and everything. Well, up until recently. Like, I feel like, I like Curtis, he can keep a secret, and he's more forgiving of that kind of stuff. So I don't think it'd be as big of an issue as Nathan thinks. But I can understand not wanting, like, other people to know you shot someone. Back in Claudette's room, Claudette is like, Maxie's gotta go. At the hospital, Curtis talks with Griffin, and he uses, like, Valerie as an in. So he asks how he can be both a doctor and a priest, and, you know, leave of absence, yada yada. And Curtis says that his priest always says, what's a priest? Always a priest. And I was like, this is just, like, a kind of a rude conversation to have with someone that, like, you don't really know. Like, I would never walk up to someone who used to be a priest and be like, hey, you're not a priest anymore. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. So he defends his leave, obviously, because you don't want random people questioning you. Ekaterina, what are you doing? What? She's chasing her tail around in a circle. It's adorable. I wish you could see. Oh, she's licking her foot now. It's exhausting. So Griffin says that he's not sure what his future has in store for him, because Curtis asks if he's going to go back to it, and he's like, I don't know. Ma, are you seeing this?
No, I can hear it.
You need to say, oh, she caught the end of her tail. She is biting her tail. Can't with her. So Curtis brings up the vow of chastity, and it really hits a chord with Griffin. Like, this is the maddest I've ever seen him. And he's like, why do people think that just when someone leaves the priesthood, like, that's why? And I was like, yeah, I'm with you there. Like, that's annoying. And now end scene. Already, I know. It's a short one today. So Curtis apologizes for offending and leaves. Nathan wants Nina to tell Curtis to back off, but Claudette isn't going to go away whether or not Curtis backs off. And Maxie tells him about the wedding picture, and she knows that Claudette wants him back. So Claudette notices the picture isn't where she left it, because this picture is all she has, and she keeps that picture very close to her heart, and she knows the exact GPS coordinates of that picture at all times. So she quickly puts it together that Maxie was in her room. Doesn't take a genius. Kiki is still mad about Darby and Morgan. Morgan tells her, oh, it's about our future, we're gonna move forward. And Kiki's like, yeah, you're right, let's move forward. And I'm like, I can't. Move forward with someone else. And then if, like, you want to go back to Morgan, then do that. But, like, you gotta get some space. Both of them do. Dylan tells a plot device Darby that he's not into Kiki. She doesn't believe him, then he kisses her, and then just go have your hot mess over there. Theo comes in to the room on CASSADINE Island where the reunion is happening. He has less of an accent, if not no accent. And also he has a gun and tells them none of them are leaving. Good old Dick Roman, if anyone who watches Supernatural. Yeah, so Theo, not a friend apparently. Who'd have thunk it? But I really like that actor, so I'm really happy. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget, this week we're voting for Hero of the Week. Although Plot Twist of the Week, we'll keep that in mind for another week where it looks like it's a lot of drama. But yes, this week is Hero of the Week. I think there's a lot of good people. And I will see you Monday for more General Hospital. And real fast, so a recap officially over. Some quick announcements. For my Etsy, I'm running a coupon code through September, Ahoy, Montana, for free shipping to the US, and Carly MT for international orders for 25% off, because I wanted international. I wanted everyone to get in on this, but I can't free ship internationally. I am just a small knitter. I am not a Walmart. So check that out, and I'll be adding new things and custom requests, this, that, and the other thing. And also, the end of this month, the last Saturday of this month, is going to be E-Catter Day, and it's going to be the debut episode, so you definitely won't want to miss that. And I hope you have a good weekend, and I know I will, and I will see you Monday. Bye!